Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fishing with Matt channel. Today we're going to be cleaning the sib in this episode, so let's get into it. So if you're a watcher of the channel, you'll know that I have got a Hydrus H5 inflatableboatfishing.com boat, and that is paired with a Tohatsu 15 horsepower 4-stroke engine. We've also got it on an extreme bunked trailer. So yeah, we've got a pretty good setup going on here. So I've owned this boat for a little over a year, and we will be doing a 1-year update on the boat and also the engine. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, then drop a comment in the comment section below. But yeah, we've had this for just over a year. We've probably used it about 20 times, something like that. And it's been cleaned maybe 10 times. So yeah, we're going to be showing you guys how I clean my sib. Obviously it's on a trailer, so it's going to be a little bit different if you haven't got a trailer, but most of it should be the same. So these are the things that we're going to be using. We've got a pressure washer, we've got one of these cloth mitt things, and we've got some snow foam and a snow foam gun. Ignore the fact that this is dirty. We will get that clean before we start cleaning the boat, obviously. But yeah, let's get into this. So we're going to get the snow foam attachment filled up with some of this good stuff here. I think this is turtle wax, and you use it for your car. There are obviously some boat specific sort of cleaners, but to be honest, I don't think you need it. And stuff like this, I didn't take this off, it was already off from weathering and stuff, but car stuff will be absolutely fine. So the first thing that you want to do if you're going to be cleaning your sib is take everything out. Literally empty sib. I've got the oars in there, we'll get that out. We've also got this here, the strap for the fuel tank. This is a piece of equipment that we're using as well. We've got a little pump thing here, hand pump, and a bit of excess cable. But yeah, we'll go through that later on. So yeah, make sure your sib is completely empty. Could take your seats out as well if you want and pressure wash them separately, but we're gonna keep this on for now. So first step, before getting it wet, we're gonna get nice and soapy. So yeah, let's get that started. And now we've got the whole boat nice and soapy. What we're going to do is let this sit for 5 or 10 minutes, let the chemicals and stuff like that break down any grease and grime. And yeah, we'll give it 5 minutes, come back and we'll go over with the hand mitt. The next thing I suggest you do is get a bucket with preferably warm water, and what I've got in there is some regular dish soap that you use in your house, and that's good at stripping back oils and grease as well, and also some of the extra car cleaning stuff. So yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to get the pressure washer and blow it in there, get some bubbles going, and then we'll get washing the boat. There we go, nice and soapy. So I've cleaned off the wash mitt. So what we want to do is get it nice and soapy and warm, and then we're just going to go over the surface of the boat and give it a good old going over. So yeah, you want to be doing this over the entire boat, obviously after letting the bubbles settle for about 5 minutes to try and work their way through the grease and debris. So with a boat like this one, you've got the white accents, which are going to get easily dirty. So you want to be making sure you get them nice and clean if you want to have a nice show-worthy boat. So yeah, we're going to go around the entire boat doing this, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. There we go then. So that's the first stage of the cleaning with the soap and the hand mitt. As you can see on the black bits, it's already starting to dry and it's looking a whole lot cleaner. There's still a bit of staining on the white stuff, so we'll have to do something to try to clean that off. But yeah, on a whole, it's looking pretty good. The next thing that we're going to tackle is the aluminium deck. So this boat comes in aluminium or air deck, and we have got the aluminium deck in there. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how I clean underneath the aluminium deck or air deck while it's still in the boat, so you don't have to take it all apart. You see, my aluminium deck is pretty filthy. there is a lot of debris, especially over there in that corner, just all across it is dirty. So to tackle some of the grime on the aluminium deck, I'm going to be using a pressure washer. Now, most of the companies that sell the sieves will tell you don't use a pressure washer on it, and it's the same thing with car manufacturers. They recommend that you don't pressure wash your car, but as long as you're sensible and you're not going right up to the plastic or rubber with the thing on hard, you should be okay. So yeah, just use common sense. Obviously, this is a disclaimer, I'm not going to be liable if you do puncture your sieve or something like that with a pressure washer, but yeah, just go gentle and you should be fine. Right, here we go then. So yeah, just want to be careful. I'm going to go over the aluminium deck and get the dirt out of the grooves. So yeah, here you go. And as you can probably already see down there, it's getting pretty clean. So yeah, we're going to go over the rest of the aluminium deck and then I'll show you what it looks like. Now, I don't know about you lot, but to me, that looks pretty good. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get everything out of there because some stuff will stain and some will be a little bit of damage. Like here, we've got a bit of scuffing on the deck. But yeah, not too shabby. So another quick point to mention while cleaning the boat, you don't want to be pressure washing the engine too much. Obviously, hitting with the snow foam gun is okay because there's no pressure behind that. But if you're pressure washing the engine, then you're potentially going to get water inside your engine. So just be careful and have it from afar, the spray gun. Otherwise, just use a hose and you should be fine. Awesome. So yeah, we've got the entire boat washed off there with some fresh water. So it's looking pretty good, to be fair. There's obviously going to be a couple of spots where we're going to find it tough to get some dirt off. This stuff here, I reckon this could be tar from where we're trailering the boat. Yeah, it looks like it's tar. See where it's sort of going like that. So you might be able to give you some sort of car stuff to get that off at another point. But for the meantime, it's looking pretty good. So the next step is a pretty useful one, and that is how we are going to try and clean underneath the deck. Because when you go out, you're going to drop bait and fish juice, stuff like that, go onto the floor and under the floor. So it can get pretty stinky, especially in the summer when it's warm and wet. So yeah, what we're going to do, the first thing is get your valve here for the hull, and you want to open that up and let it down. So yeah, try to get as much air as you can out of there, and what that's going to do is make it so that the deck's not so rigid. So something I'm going to use to try and empty all the water out of the boat is I've got this old engine stand that I made out of a load of wood that we just had laying around. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the trailer up and I'm going to rest it up on this point so that the boat is going to be an angle like that. As you can now see as well, we've got all the water collecting down here by the drain plug, and look how disgusting and dirty it is. So that's going to be all your fishing juices, everything like that. Absolutely disgusting. To sort this all out, what you want to do is lift up the plug, at least on this model, do that, and then we're going to go round to the back, and there is a little rubber bit in here, and if you're gentle you can pull this bit out, and that's going to help get most of the water out. And the next thing we're going to do while the boat is up in this angle, we're going to put this back in so we don't get water in the valve. And then what we're going to do is get the bare hose and put water down here and let that run left and right for a couple of minutes. So unfortunately all the water is not going to be able to drain out of that hole because it's not right at the bottom of the boat. So something that comes in handy is some spare fuel line and then one of the siphon hand pump things. This one was pretty bad, it was quite tough and still is. So yeah, you're probably able to get away with just using some normal hose pipe. And what you unfortunately have to do, put it in the lowest bit you can there and then start sucking until it comes out the other end. But obviously just be careful because you've got chemicals and fish, stuff like that. There we go then. So we've got this hose siphoning some water out. And the cool thing about this one is we'll be able to control what we're picking up on top of the boat. Here we go then, so we can use this hose to try and pick up all the debris up here. We're obviously gonna have to wash it down a little bit more, but this will help with picking up some of the dirt, and then also it'll get most of the water out at the bottom down here. Awesome, there we go then. So while we were getting the water at the bottom of the boat, the rest of the boat dried off in the sun and a little bit of warm that we have. So yeah, here is the final product. Ignore this bit here, that was a ratchet strap when I first got the boat, that was very annoying. That was obviously where I removed the grab handle. That's a bit naughty, there's a bit of a mark where there was meant to be a patch, but they put it in the wrong place, but that doesn't matter, but there you go. As you can see, the boat on the whole, apart from a couple of scuffs here and there, is looking pretty good. Look at that nice dark black sheen. Happy days. And there we go, there is the air deck looking pretty fresh. Happy days. So yeah, all in all, that took just about 45 minutes to an hour, and we've got a nice clean sib ready to go out on the sea again. So yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. Next what I'm going to be doing is how to clean an engine out, and there's a couple of different ways you can do it, and I'll show you that. So yeah, do stay tuned for that video. If you did like this video and it helped you, drop a comment, drop a like, and if you are new to the channel, then do subscribe. The channel has grown really well, and I'm really happy. So yeah, thank you everybody, and I hope to see you in the next video.